It's the High Holy Month, don't you know? And today is the 6th of 17 videos that I'm making in celebrating St. Patrick's Day and the High Holy Month and honoring my mom and her Irish heritage. This actually is part 2 that we began yesterday, number 5, where we took a road trip to St. Mary's Catholic Church in East Eden, New York, and I shared with you my memories of an Irish tradition that is integral to the culture and especially meaningful to my family. Wakes. Here's part 2. When my mother passed, we'd held on to an Irish tradition of having her wake after her Mass. We had her Mass here at St. Mary's. John and Joe, God rest his soul, Dady, played the music from the choir loft. The church was full. There were close to 100 people here. Everyone who came in had an Irish shamrock on their lapels. And when the Mass was over, Joe and John came down from the choir loft, came up these stairs, and they led the procession of all of us in the church from the church down the steps and back to the cemetery, which is right next to the church. Joe had bagpipes, Irish pipes that he played all the way, and it was just so meaningful. It was very emotional as he played Danny Boy, which was my mother's favorite, and everyone followed along to the cemetery. As we came into the cemetery proper, I remember being so cold. We did her funeral mass on the 15th of March, and it was not beautiful like it is here today. After we buried my mother, I invited everyone to come back to my farmhouse down in Eden, about 5 miles from here, to celebrate my mother's life. As I said, an Irish wake afterwards. 50 to 60 people came back, and it was a remarkable afternoon that went into the wee hours of the next morning. Joe and John Dady came back, played music through the day, and all the nuns came, just as they had at my grandparents' house when I was a child. We danced, we sang, we celebrated my mom in the best possible ways. She died on March 12th, 1999. On March 4th, 2008, her twin sister, my aunt, passed away. Because she was a mercy nun, her wake and funeral were taken care of by the sisters. However, they were very kind and thoughtful in allowing me to bring in food and some Irish libation for everyone who attended my aunt's wake at the convent. And we also brought in music, which was kindred duo David and Felicia Meyer, who are some of the best Irish musicians in our Western New York community. And again, we sang and danced, and I don't think I'm telling secrets out of school, but some of the sisters even did a little jig. So it was a wonderful, wonderful celebration of my aunt's life as well, and memorable for the ways in which it followed the pattern of the wakes of my family. So the High Holy Month is a significant month for a lot of reasons for me, but the fact that both my mother and her twin, my aunt, passed in March kind of makes me laugh a little bit because they both chose the High Holy Month. Of course they did. But anyway, I miss them, and I am very grateful that you joined me on this road trip so that I could tell you about my family's heritage of wakes and the joyful nature of them, and the way that we do our best to remember them from our hearts, not with tears, but with laughter and joy. Thank you for joining me today. I look forward to you joining me tomorrow. Love you, Mom.